Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is something that I have been wanting to do for a while now because two reasons. One, if you have ever been searching, especially as a young woman, for online Christian content on YouTube, you've probably stumbled upon Girl Defined Ministry. And two, every time I search for Girl Defined Ministry on YouTube, there's just so much negative reviews and comments, and I feel bad for the lovely young ladies who run that ministry. And so I wanted to give a bit of a review based on the content that I have interacted with, and hopefully will help you to kind of understand where they're coming from, or my interpretation of where they're coming from. Sorry about that. And you will kind of just be more open to giving them a chance. So, Girl Defined Ministries, I found them maybe definitely over a year now, maybe 2 years. And again, I found them because I was looking for Christian content specifically geared to young women, right? Because that's the demographic that fits me. And I stumbled upon them and I watched a few of their videos and I enjoyed what they had to say. They're not very heavily political or religiously political in their videos, to be honest. They do have their values and their beliefs and their belief systems that they make known, which I can really respect. Even the things that are a bit more controversial, they will touch on. And I love how they present. I love their energy. I love kind of their vision and their mission and what they wish to accomplish. Sorry, through their ministry. Oh, gosh. Um, So I first started reading their YouTube videos, and I love their content. And a lot of the hate that they get is that they are cringy. That's a lot of what you read in the comment section. And they have their moments, to be honest, where I'm just like, okay, that was a little bit hard to watch. But I feel like we all have those moments in life. Um, and to be honest, they're not so horrible that I stopped watching. I still love their content and love watching them. And so I can easily move past that and just go forward with the video because usually the content of it is pretty great. Um, they also have a podcast which I found recently, and I love to listen to it on my way to work. And they touch on everything, and that's what I really love about them. They kind of like attack every angle, every situation that they've encountered, and that probably we've encountered too as young women who are Christians. And they kind of just give their experiences and their views on it, and I think that's great as well. I don't get why they get so much hate, to be honest. For me, if you just don't like something, just you don't have to watch it. Um, but people really go after them, and I think what hurts for me is that they go after their personal lives as well, which I think is so unfair. They go after their marriages and their kids. I think only one of them has a child. I think it's Bethany. I can't remember, but I think that they're doing what they believe to be their calling from God, and for that I will forever support them. Their message is one that is uplifting and one that encourages young women, and I absolutely love what they do. Another thing that I love is their book. So I saw this. It's Girl Defined, by Kristen Clark and Bethany Beard. Of course, the founders and the operators of Girl Defined Ministry. I bought this book and I read it off in no time. It just talks about God's design. I'll read it actually. God's radical design for beauty, femininity, and identity. And it's not a very in-depth, hardcore book. Like, it's not something that I'd be like, you have to be a certain age to read it. Like, my little sister, who is 9 years younger than me, also read it and she loved it as well. So I won't say, oh, it's only for young women. It's for teenage girls, preteens as well. It's a beautiful book that gives an amazing perspective on who God expects us to be and His design for femininity and our role as women. Which I know that term is very controversial nowadays. Um, and it gives you these little areas for you to like fill in and write down your thoughts and your answers to questions, which I absolutely love. Um, and I think it's a great book. I encourage it to all my little sisters, biological or not, and absolutely anyone who is really looking to be more in touch with their femininity and who God calls them to be. And also those who are struggling with like dealing with social media and what society's telling us that we should portray ourselves as women and young women, of course. So I absolutely love this book. I'm actually about to get their other books, Sex, Purity, and the Longing of a Girl's Heart and Love Defined. And they just came out with a devotional, a 60-day devotional. I want to get them all, to be honest. And to just hope that they're as inspiring and uplifting as this book is. And I'm sure they are. They put a lot into their ministry, and I can love that. They also have a Patreon, which I haven't joined, but I want to. And what I love is that it starts as little as $1 something per I think content that they create, which I think is great. So that it kind of allows everyone the opportunity to join. But all in all, I do love their content. I do love who they are as individuals, and they do have like an event coming up that I really want to go to. It's in the States. I live in Canada, but I really want to make the effort to go this year. Hopefully, do a vlog of some kind. Um, but overall, I think they're absolutely amazing young women who are just doing what they have been called to do by God. And they do get a lot of hate, but they push through it. I think that's a great thing. They don't let it deter it. And I'm sure it hurts. You know, no one likes to be constantly hated on. So I try to show them as much support as I can on their channel. And it's always like, they're just two young, beautiful women trying to live God's truth in their own way. So if you're looking for a good book to read or to give to a gift to a little sister, this absolutely amazing. And if you're looking for even more Christian content, head over to their channel at Girl Defined, and they have some great content over there. Thank you so much for watching. As always, remember that you are beautiful, you are loved, you're enough, and I will see you next week for my next video.